to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla, and I would like to thank all my new subscribers for coming to check me out, and all my returning subscribers for spending some time with me. Alright everyone, so today I am wearing this sweater right here. It's actually a cardigan slash jacket. And I will be talking about this in just a little bit, but this gorgeous hat that I'm wearing is some happy mail that I received from Vivian R. So thank you so much, Vivian. I love it so much, and you definitely will be seeing it again. Alright everyone, so let's go ahead and get into the makes that I have been working on for the last few months. I have been trying to get on here before to share with you all what I was working on, but it just I just didn't get to it. So I want to go ahead and share with you all what I've been working on. Not everything is finished or ends woven in or anything like that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go through it so you guys can see what I've been up to. Alright, so the first thing I will talk about is what I'm wearing, and this is the, I'm gonna put it on the screen what the name of it is exactly, but it is a brioche stitch cardigan, and this is a pattern by Hey Carrie, I believe. All the information will be in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. I'm gonna have links to any tutorials that I mentioned, and also channels that I may mention. Okay. So this was a gorgeous pattern, and I heard about it from Laura over at the Vintage-Needlecrafter. I hope I got that right. If not, her thumbnail should be on the screen so you guys can see exactly who I'm talking about, and I will link her channel down below. Please go over and check her out. She provided me a lot of inspiration over these cooler months. She is definitely working on some gorgeous projects. She knits, she crochets, she does share some cooking recipes from time to time. I know she was like in a transition when I first found her, and she was doing more cooking, but now she's doing more crafting, but I believe she's still going to be doing all of it. So definitely go over and check her out. She has an awesome channel. It's still growing, so any new friends would definitely be welcomed over there. And like I said, I will link it down. I will link her channel down below. But thank you, Laura, so much for the inspiration. I was telling her when I was watching her podcast that day that I was going to start on it right away, and I actually found the tutorial, watched the tutorial, and then I found the pattern on her blog. I believe on it'll be in the description box, because I worked on this back in October. And I finished the first day I had finished. I was like on, I can't remember what row I was on, but I was hooked. I really like this brioche stitch. So if you have not tried the crochet brioche stitch yet, you definitely want to try it, especially in these cooler months. It is a thick and cushy stitch, and it's just gorgeous, and I love how it turned out with this yarn that I used too. And this is a Hobby Lobby yarn. I believe it's the Fireside Comfort or something like that, and it's in the blues and black. I can't remember exactly the name, so I do apologize. A lot of these yarns and stuff I'm not gonna know, because I worked on these a while ago. So I ended up finished this in October, I remember, because I actually wore it for something I had to go to in October. So I had just finished it just for that, so I was super excited, and I have been wearing it as a jacket because the stitch is so thick. It can definitely provide warmth, and matter of fact, I do have plans to work up a longer version of this so that I can actually wear it as a coat. So I am in love with this brioche stitch. I haven't taken a picture of it yet with me wearing it, so hopefully I will be able to do that and insert it somewhere in here as I'm talking about it. So you guys can see what it looks like on, but I absolutely love it. And what happened was, when I was working on this, is the way the stitch is, I don't know if I was just so excited that I just kind of rushed through and missed a couple things. But anyway, I was working on the pattern, and one side, one front wasn't wide enough when I actually tried it on. So, and that was the first front side. So I had already worked the back of it. And the way the pattern works is all the way from one side to the other. So I didn't want to have to frog back. So I made the other side longer so that it crosses over. So let me see if I can at least scoot back so you guys can see. So so you can see how it there, how it crosses over, and then it's on like a diagonal. So that part I did on purpose. Once I realized I had to make it wider on the other side, I was like, well, let me try to make it a little bit of a design. And then I staggered like the these parts so that I could put buttons there and make it look intentional. So it's really different from what the pattern looks like, but I love it. And I have been getting compliments on it when I'm wearing it, so it's always great. Not a mistake, a design feature, right? So anyway, that is what I'm wearing. So I hope you guys go check out Laura's channel, the Vintage-Needlecrafter, which is where I heard about the pattern. And I also hope you check out Hey Carrie for the brioche stitch and this cardigan pattern. I absolutely love it. And it was the stitch was like really something I just wanted to keep doing. So it's kind of like my new favorite stitch, even though I haven't used it yet since I've made this. But like I said, I need to make a coat or a longer version of this, and I probably will like wear it as a coat or something like that. We'll have to see how that goes. But yes, I'm definitely in love with this pattern and the stitch, so definitely check that out. All right, so that was the first thing I wanted to share with you guys. The next thing, this is not in any particular order. The next thing I wanted to share with you guys is Katrina over at Mindful Crafts and More, my Yarny bestie. She has a cow going on, which is the Socks Not Socks challenge. And or I should say make along, because you can knit or crochet using your sock yarn to make projects that are not socks. So she is accepting any fingering weight yarn, #1 yarn, and you can use it single strand, double, or triple, however you want to do it. If you wanted to make the project go a little bit quicker, you could do that. And yes, very, very exciting and inspiring. And she has received so many entries already, so that is awesome. But it's still going on. So I was working on another project, and I actually won this pattern from Katrina's channel. And this is a pattern designed by Dana over at Creatively Created Crochet, and I will leave the name of the pattern on the screen. Sorry guys, I didn't come prepared. But I wanted to get this video out. So this is one of Dana's gorgeous designs, and let me see if I can hold it like that. Isn't that gorgeous? So it was one of her newer designs she released within the last few months. I believe she released it for Katrina's monetization. So it is a stunning pattern, and I am working on this. I actually haven't put any work in it in a while, but it is a gorgeous pattern, and it is a poncho, and I'm using some wool-like yarn in the color gray. And I am just doing it single stranded, but I am using a 5mm hook on this. So it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm excited about that. Alright, so that is another thing I've been working on. And the next thing I was working on is a blanket. So this is the blanket yarn right here. And this is Tencel worsted from the Big Monster Ball yarns, and I forget what color green this is. There's a couple different greens. I think this might be, there's a true green and then there's a different color green, but I'm not for sure which one this is. But anyway, it's a really nice green, and then this is a black and white marrow. I think this one is called Inkwell. It's the Bernat blanket yarn. So this is actually my first knit blanket. And let me see if I can hold it back like this. There we go. Yeah. So it's pretty much I did a garter stitch on for the first few rows, and then I did the garter stitch on the edge, and then the stockinette in the middle. And I know it doesn't look like a very big blanket, but that is because it's a one panel, and then I have another panel which is the same size. So I have 2 of those done, and I plan on making one more, and that is going to be connected with buttons, is my hope. And that is so that it's easier for washing, because I had made a huge blanket out of this, and my washing machine did not like that. It was too heavy, so I could not actually finish it in the machine. I had to hand wash it. And so after that happened, I just kind of put it away. And I wanted I really like this yarn as a blanket, so I wanted to make it smaller and washable. So I also washable in the machine, so I also added this yarn to it so that it wouldn't be so heavy. So it's going to be like this across, and then these are just kind of off to the side like that, and then the other panels will connect like that to make the length. So this is the width, right? So this is the width of it, and then the 3 panels together will create the length of it. And I think it's going to be a really, really nice winter blanket. So I am very excited about that, and it's my first knit blanket. And I'm also glad I did panels, because knitting does take a little bit longer, but I am using the bulkier yarn, and I think I did triple. Yeah, I did a triple strand of the worsted weight yarn, and I believe this is a 6-weight blanket yarn. So it did work up pretty quickly. I think I was able to get one done in about maybe 4 to 5 days if I was like working on it a lot. And so it wasn't too bad at all working in the panels. So I would probably do more blankets if I did them in these short sprints like that. So yes, that is my plan for that. So I still have one more of those to go, and then I can figure out the buttons and everything like that. So I'll definitely come back to you guys and share with you once I add the buttons. So I think that would be awesome. I just leave it right here because it's nice and warm. So you guys have already seen this, and this was my hot project, but I just wanted to throw it in there because this is what I've been working on for the last few months. So this was one of the things, and that is my granny stitch cardigan. So I'll link the video down below where I showed this in case you want to know more about that. And since we're talking about that, I did want to start another one. So this is the Super Saver Ombre in the color navy, and I was gifted this yarn, so thank you so much. You know who you are. And I was starting another one. Now I didn't keep working on this only because I want to get the middle right exactly. I feel like either I started out and the stitches are too tight because it looked like it's pulling a little bit. Yeah, you can see it like when I do like that, it looks a little weird. So I want to take this back out and try to work it out again and see if I can get a better start to that, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm pausing on that for right now, but that will be another granny cardigan, and I do only have the 2 skeins of these, so I'm thinking I'm going to use probably black for the arms, for the sleeves, and maybe the trim if I need to. or whatever. If I whatever I run out of, it'll probably be in black. Because I definitely didn't want to do another one with so many colors because of all the ends. That was just, I don't even know how I powered through all of those ends, but I got it done and I was glad about it. So another thing I was working on is this stack of hats, and I'm not going to go through them only because they are charity hats, and I was using the charity hat as a way for me to work up some just to kind of freestyle some hats and have fun with it. But out of the ones that I was working on, there are a couple in there that I might either do tutorials or patterns on, and I'm just not ready to talk about that just yet, so I'm not going to show those. But I did a short a while ago talking about working on hats for the homeless. So this is that knitted hat that I was working on in the video. I finished it except for the ends. And then this hat came out really huge. So hopefully it will fit a man's size head very nicely. But it does look really big to me, but I'm just not for sure. But I think it'll be okay. I thought this one was big, but this is even bigger than that. But I guess if you have hair, then that probably help. But I'm not gonna go through the rest of them. Just a quick peek, because like I said, there might be either tutorials or patterns, and I'll talk about that at a later time. Alright, so that is that. So I was working on a stack of those, and this I was working on. Oops, it's a sock. No, this is actually something that I take with me when I am out for either my appointments or other family members' appointments that I have to drive them and take them. And yes, I just like to sit and knit on a sock. So I use 2 different colors of yarn and I stripe them together, and I really like this part the best. But the yarn kind of transitioned into the more yellows as it got up here at the top, which I don't mind at all. I'm just trying to stretch out my sock yarn, so I'm mixing in some of the Hobby Lobby yarn that was I forgot what it was called, but I had a bunch of it. It was the #1 weight, and it was in like those bright colors, but I can't remember what it was. But anyway, that yarn felts up because I've already made socks and it felts, and I still put them in the wash machine anyway because that's what I have to do. I have to put them in the wash machine. I know it's bad, but I do. So what I did was I striped it with a like more nylon yarn in hopes that that will keep it from blocking, because I actually did that with a pair of pink socks that I did for Socktober in one of my short videos a while back, and that pair of socks did not felt. So I know that that's gonna definitely help, and I think I striped it all the way up, but I'm not for sure if I did that on the other pair. But in the middle where the heel is, I just did that one plain yarn because I have to do sort of a pattern stitch here, and I didn't want to have to focus too much on doing that while I was switching yarns. So I just decided to do that. Plus it'll give me more of a durable heel since it has the nylon, and the it's more of a sock yarn structure than the other yarn was. And oh, this is my pattern too. This is my knit version of the twisted heel socks, so I'll link that pattern down below in case you are interested. It's kind of hard to see the pattern because of the different colors of yarn, but it's definitely quick and easy to work up. So it's I only took this out on the go, so I was only working on this maybe 20 minutes at a time for a wait time. So yeah, it did take me a while to get that done, a lot of visits, but I think I ended up finishing it off at home once I got it past the heel, because I just wanted to get it done and start the next one for the next round of appointments. So I am started on that one, but I didn't bring it over. I might grab it though because I did want to show you guys a couple other things. All right, but next thing that I have over here right now is this right here. And actually I can tell you guys that yarn, let me see, this is called, what color is this? True Green. Okay, I think this is called True Green, so I think the other yarn in that blanket was maybe a forest green or something like that. But this is a pattern that I was working on, and it turned out to be the wrong size. I'm not gonna get into too many details about it right now, and you'll find out more about that later. But I'm going to turn it into something else other than what it was designed to be. But I spent a lot of time on it, and I think I can save it and use it for something else rather than just tearing it apart. So that is my plan. But as you can see, I did get quite a bit of that done, and I didn't really like this stitch because it's a what they call it, broken rib or broken garter, or it's some maybe it's a broken rib stitch, and that is because you do like a you do a rib on the front, and then I think you do just all knit on the other side, which turns into a garter stitch, and so it kind of looks like a garter in between the rib instead of a just a plain purl stitch. So I would do the one side when I just had to knit across very easily, but then when I had to think about knit purl, I would sometimes I would get mixed up based on what the stitches were looking like. I can't really explain it, but I just didn't like it. It didn't flow well for me to work on that stitch. So I'm glad that that's done. Because I'll probably finish it off to what I need it to be, what size I need it to be, and then I'll work on it from there, but probably in a different stitch is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, so when that turned out to be the wrong size, I decided to do something else, and this is what I'm working on too. So that is quite a bit of that, and I'm not going to say exactly what this is just yet either, but you guys will find out once it's finished. But I have been spending some time on this, so I just wanted to show that as well. So that is another knit project, and that is, I believe that's all I have that I was working on. But I did have a couple sewing projects that I wanted to show you guys, so I will be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is just a bag that I was making for myself, and this bag was actually so that I could take my sock projects on the go, and I don't like to carry a purse, so I like to be hands-free is what I'm trying to say. So I just wanted something that I could clip on to maybe my belt loop or something like that, and then I just can open it up, start working on my project, and then close it up really quickly once they call, you know, me back in for the appointment or whatever. That way I don't have to worry about, you know, too much stuff going on. So I made this bag right here, and it's just a little cube style bag. Let's see. So it's kind of mushy because there's nothing in it right now, but it's just a little cube style bag, and I was just figuring it out on my own. So I don't have like a pattern for this or anything, and it opens at the top like that, and it has a zipper on either side, so I can, you know, pull out my project from in here on this side, and then on this side I have a pocket for my wallet and phone. So this is just, it has an elastic on there, and then I usually put my wallet and phone in there. So it's a pretty good size, and it was working out pretty well. But then I had to go to jury duty, y'all. But actually, that whole jury duty turned out to benefit me, actually. Wow, that was like an awesome day. But anyway, I had to go to jury duty, so I wanted to make something smaller than this. And then I knew I wouldn't be able to clip it to my belt with this, because you cannot bring stuff like this into the courthouse. So I already knew that. So I was like, I need to rethink this whole design. And this time I really wanted it for my phone and my wallet, because the outfit that I was wearing had no pockets. And like I said, I don't like to carry a purse. So yes, I wanted to make something that would clip onto my belt loop, and then I could just not have to worry about too much stuff going into the courthouse, because you gotta go through security and everything like that, and that's, you know, a thing on its own. So I didn't want to have too much to bring with me. So what I came up with was actually what I really wanted instead of this. This is great. I still plan on using it when I need to, but this right here, I have been using this ever since, because this is actually perfect. So what this is I made this little loop here. So this just loops onto my belt, and then it just snap onto my belt loop just like that, and it's like an instant pocket. So here is the front, and you can see a knitting needle. This is my other sock. So I went from this bag to this bag for my to-go project, because my so I have my yarn in there. So there is another pocket in there just like in this one with the elastic, and that's for my phone and my wallet. And then on the other side I keep the yarn in my project. So this is actually the other beginning of the second sock that I'm working on right now. So it's a little tangly in there, but yeah. So I really enjoyed this. I may consider making these and selling these. Let me know if that's something you might be interested in the comments below. It has thread on there. But yes, and it's just a flap that closes in the front, so it's super handy. I really like it, and yes, I'm be using this all the time. I do use it all the time. So yes, great for just in the car. I can just bring that, and if I have a few minutes to knit on the sock, then I can do that. And it holds my wallet and my phone. So just perfect. All right, everyone. So I done kept you here long enough. So that is what I've been up to. Plus I've been doing a lot of sewing for orders. So thank you so much for everyone who has purchased a bag from me. I really appreciate it. And you can always contact me through my email if you are interested in a bag. If I haven't showed one in a while or whatever, you can always contact me. Just let me know what colors or print that you like, and I can check my stash, or we can come up with something. All right, so yeah, just let me know all of that, and I can get you a project bag any time of the year. And this year or the new one. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and share with you all before the new year. Hopefully I will get this posted before the new year. If not, you'll see it then. But yes, it was definitely fun to work on all these projects, and hopefully I can come back and share with you all when they are finished, the ones that I haven't finished yet, and we can talk more about them. All right, so thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Please remember to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.